Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Steve. Yo!
Family, Ages and Stages podcast. What's up, family? It's Rashid, the car god, and welcome to another episode of Ages and Stages, the podcast. Before we get into tonight's topic, I want to remind you to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that your boy is back. All right, so tonight's topic, I want to get into this. I was talking to a young lady about this the other day, and I thought this was a good opportunity to bring this up and get some feedback from you guys so we can start the conversation. And one of the things that I've been thinking about lately, as I'm starting to get older, in my mid to late 40s now, life partnership versus marriage. Again, life partnership versus marriage. And I told a young lady I was talking to that I'm leaning more towards life partnership nowadays. Just the age and stage I am in life and the things that I've gone through. And she kind of took it negatively at first, and I had to kind of ask her why she thought that. You know, why did you feel that has a negative connotation, life partner? But I had to explain more in more detail after she told me, because when people hear that, they often think, oh, you just want to be outside, or you just want to be a hoe. You want to just run a bunch of women and have no attachments and things of that nature. And that's not it at all, because that's not my nature. Anybody who knows me, I'm a relationship guy. I love love. I like relationships. I like being with one woman. So I don't have a problem with committing. So, and I've talked to more and more people, and I've done some research. People are leaning more and more towards life partnerships. Someone that you can be around and enjoy life with, enjoy the fruits of your labor, enjoy the fruits of their labor, traveling, enjoying life. You typically, people that are doing this have grown kids or don't want kids or have established co-parenting situations where there's not an issue there. But one of the things that I think about when it comes to life partnership is, you know, it's less responsibility. With some of the things that comes with marriage, sometimes it can be overwhelming. And you're seeing a lot of marriages dissolve because of unmet expectations, unvoiced expectations, and people, whether him or her, are falling short. But with the life partnership, those expectations can be managed, because the way I look at it, okay, if I got a house, you keep your house, I keep my house, you live on the other side of town, I might see you in a week. Hey, let's hang out, let's go out of town, let's go to dinner, let's do what we do. And then, all right, baby, I love you. All right, go back to your house. I'll see you in a week, or you call me when you want to see me. It's not a whole lot of attachments. I'm not expecting you when I get home to have dinner ready for me, prepared for me, had a house cleaned up. So you can, if you're a working woman, you don't have those type of responsibilities and things that sometimes can be overwhelming. And for men, you know, I don't have to worry about leading a household and worrying about, have I done this for you lately or this, that, and the third. It's just a little less pressure. What do y'all think? Because, you know, now again, if you've never been married before, I'm a huge advocate of marriage. Everybody should get married and try marriage. And if you stay married, that's wonderful, and I love that for you. And I'm rooting for those who are married and see more so their lives being married and going down that road. It's a beautiful thing. So if you're married right now and you're loving it and you're happy, hey, salute to you. My young folks, I think you need to be married. I think you need to try those things. But as you're starting to get older, there's a lot of bullshit, if I'm being honest, and you know, a lot of bullshit that comes with marriage and relationships. And there's a lot of pressure that becomes in place, especially when you sign that document on that piece of paper. Sometimes I hear women oftentimes say they lose themselves or lost themselves in the marriage because they poured into their husband and what he was doing, the business or the kids, and you felt that you were now put yourself in third or fourth place sometimes. Well, with life partnership, you can do all those things that you want. You can follow your dreams, hopes, and aspirations and not have to answer to anybody. You know, that's how I look at it. Like, there's things that I still want to do in life. There's entrepreneurial things that I want to do. There's risks that I want to take. And oftentimes you feel that you can't do that because you're worried about another person's thoughts and feelings about things. And a life partnership just takes the weight off that. And I'm not completely sold on life partnership, but you know, the more and more that I talk about it and the more and more I hear other people and women talk about it now, especially that socioeconomics are changing, women are making more money, women are becoming the breadwinners, women are not wanting to have to share or have to split their income with a man or through divorce and divide assets. Now, again, you can be more protected when you have someone that's on the same page as you. But let's not get it twisted. A life partnership still means commitment to another person. That means I'm not going to be running around with, 4 or 5 different women and doing all this kind of stuff. But I don't have to talk you to sleep and rub your back at night and, all that kind of stuff. Because I've talked to some homegirls of mine, especially my business minded women. They are superwoman. They are bosses at work. And then sometimes they feel where their man wants them to switch over to the soft side, the feminine side, within a 30-minute or hour car ride home from work or their business, running a team or running their own business or being the lead at their Fortune 500 company. There's a lot of stress involved with that. So, and men the same way. We want sometimes to just be able to come home to a quiet, silent house. That is so peaceful sometimes. When I was married, when my ex-wife and son were gone, oh Lord, I would run in the house and take off all my clothes and grab the remote and turn it up as loud as I could, have my hands in my private parts, just sitting there chilling. Even if it was for 30 minutes before they came home, that was peace. I think sometimes we need to be able to miss each other to gain that peace. And then once we come together, it's not about the problems and the stresses of the day or the week. We can now have a nice conversation over some wine and some movie and just hang out and just enjoy life, enjoy people, go on trips together and come back home, go to your separate corners. And if we're not feeling each other, you don't have to draw a line down the middle of the bed. You turn one way, I'm turning the other way. It's too hot, it's too cold. You go to your house. I'll see you next weekend. Love you, baby. Mwah. See you. Call me if you need me. Those type things. So I just want to hear from you guys. And what are your thoughts about that? Do you still believe marriage in today's society in 2025 can last for the long haul? And if you've been married before, do you see all of the things? If you've been married before and you're divorced, you know what worked and what didn't work. Do you see yourself being remarried again? I tried it. I tried to get remarried again. It just didn't work. It just wasn't, and I'm not jaded on relationships. I'm not jaded on love. But the older I get, the more now that I'm dating and talking to women and listening to what motivates them, their likes and things that they don't like. And one thing that I've learned, I'm not negotiating with terrorists. I'm not negotiating with terrorists anymore. Those days are done. Like, if I'm not trying to read your mind, I'm not trying to read through the lines, I'm not trying to anticipate your next move. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's understand where each one of us are wanting to go. Let's pull in the same direction. Now, if we're pulling in the same direction for marriage and we understand what all comes with that, because it's not going to be lollipops and rainbows. It's not going to be a station wagon, a picket fence, 2 kids and a dog. Those things, that's unrealistic. It's not a fairy tale. So if everybody's on the same page with that, then great. But you can have the same type of love and enjoyment of life, I'm thinking, in a life partnership. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I love to hear back from you guys and your feedback. Next episode, I'm bringing on one of my good friends to talk about this subject. She is a dentist. She's a doctor. She's been married and divorced, and I want to hear her perspective. So, I just want to start the conversation and stuff, and then we're going to bring in people. Let's talk about it. Let's expand it. I don't want to just be one-sided from a man's standpoint. I want to hear from my ladies out there as well. So again, I'm going to bring on some dope people, and next episode is going to be my good friend, Dr. Simone Ellis, dentist to the stars, and she's an entrepreneur. She's a dynamic speaker. She's writing a book. She's doing all kinds of stuff. She's traveling all over the country, speaking. But she can't find love. She's been married, divorced, and she's been married and divorced a second time. So we're going to bring her on and see what she thinks about love, life, and relationships. And is she looking for a life partnership, or is she ready to get married for the 3rd time? All right. Meanwhile, hey, I love you guys to death. Thank you for rocking with me. Love your support, and we'll see you next time. Peace. And one of the reasons for me considering more life partnerships, as I said, I'm out here dating, and a lot of guys, when you're mid 40s and older cats, they want to get back on the dating scene. Yeah, they want a young tenderoni, something 20s and 30s. I don't want young woman. I'm gonna tell y'all ladies right now, I want a woman, in her mid to late 30s or around my age. I don't want no young woman, because one thing that I've noticed of talking to young women still got hopes, dreams, and aspirations. I want a woman that's given up. And you know what I mean by that? I want a woman that's been through the trenches, been through the battles, been through, marriage, divorce, relationships, and understand that this is not easy. It takes some cooperation from both parties, and to understand it's some give and take, and understand it's going to be some compromise, and understand we're not going to be the Huxtables. To understand those things and understand and be real with me and be like, yo, no, brother, I'll see you next week. You're like, nah, we don't got to hang out. You don't got to do all that. I'm good. I'm going with my girls. I don't need to be up under you. Love you to death. I'll see you soon, baby. Like that kind of stuff. So again, it's just one of those things. Again, I'm not completely out on getting remarried again. If the right woman comes along and inspires me to get married, I'll get married. Again, I'm not jaded or completely denouncing marriage. Like, again, I love. And if we are on the same page and we can go through the process and understand what we both need out of this thing for it to be successful to us, not people around, not trying to prove people wrong, or you got this list and you got your other girls that have been married and they got this and you need to keep up with that, or you got to have a baby tomorrow and all that. None of that. We have to be on the same page. And if you inspire me to get married again, I'll get married again. No problem. So, again, y'all tell me what y'all think. Love you to death. Next time. Peace. What's up, family? It's Rashid, the car god, your luxury automotive specialist. And you may also know me from OWN's hit TV reality show, Ready to Love. And I wanted to tell you about an exciting event that I'm participating in. Sunday, March 9th at Chesterfield, Missouri at the Undivided Event Center. I'll be speaking at the Put Me in the Game Entrepreneurship Conference, Pivot on Purpose. It'll be hosted by Tammy Robinson, and she's got some dynamic speakers coming in, and I'm honored to be on the panel. We're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of entrepreneurship. We're also going to be talking about mistakes to avoid. This is going to be raw and uncut. We're going to be honest with you. So all my entrepreneurs, all my aspiring entrepreneurs, my sales and business professionals, if you want to grow your brand and expand your territory and learn some gems and some gains from some others that can help you grow your brand, come and see us Sunday, March 9th at the Undivided Event Center, Chesterfield, Missouri, St. Louis, surrounding areas. Come holler at me. I can't wait to meet you guys. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to network and pull in the same direction, because we're all trying to get the best out of this thing. And I know we can all do it if we're a community of people supporting and working with each other, trying to help each other, because we're here to be rivers, not reservoirs. And at the end of the day, your network is always your net worth. Can't wait to see you, St. Louis. Pull up on me. Peace.